What if YouTube disappeared? I'm sure most of us have asked ourselves a similar question at one point. What would we do if hours over hours of content, millions of videos, our favorite creators suddenly just vanished? What would happen to them? What would we do without them? That's a very interesting what-if scenario, and that's what I intend to imagine today with you. So stick around and you might learn a thing or two. First of all, let's picture it. YouTube, the platform with over 2 billion logged-in users, the world's second most visited website with billions of videos and hours of content, the platform which for many is a job, would suddenly go poof, and it would disappear forever. Most of us figured that if that were to happen, people would switch over to a similar platform. Realistically, a billion of copycats would probably appear, trying to get a piece of what YouTube left behind, its user base. But for this hypothetical, let's pretend that after YouTube's downfall, a singular, completely new platform would take its place. What would happen to the content? Videos are really big files, and a lot of people delete them from their devices once they have been uploaded to YouTube. So while some creators will probably have backups of some of their videos that they can re-upload, a lot of our favorite iconic content would be lost forever. Of course, new content could start rolling in soon, but honestly, how many of us have this one particular comfort video that we watch over and over just to feel better? Also, creators would lose years worth of views and comments, which is not ideal. Even without taking into account the monetary or algorithmic loss, a creator's comment section is oftentimes their community, and losing some of your oldest comments can be tough. But honestly, the most affected in this scenario would be the creators themselves. Channels who are just starting out could feel unmotivated upon losing all of their hard work until that point and quit. But truth is, I think that for a lot of small creators, it could be a fresh start. Everyone on this platform would be starting out at the same time with no following, at least for a while. We'll get to that later. So it could give a lot of people a better chance, maybe a bit of a boost. But for small to medium-sized creators, we're talking somewhere between 1K and 50K, this could be an absolute nightmare. Tell me, can you remember the names of all of the channels you're subscribed to? I know I can't, and while I enjoy the content of the people I'm subscribed to, I don't constantly watch all of them. I go through some periods where I watch a creator, some periods when I watch another, and so on. So moving over to another platform, chances are I wouldn't be subscribing to all of the creators I'm currently subscribed to, simply because I forgot, or I subscribed to them too long ago to remember about them. So a lot of their audience wouldn't transfer over. A lot of their work would be gone in a second. This would probably demotivate many people, again leading them to quit. But let's say, some creators do have an audience that wants to move with them. Well, unless you made sure to extensively promote your social media and create a community for yourself, good luck with that. Social media is key in moving as much of an audience as possible over to a new platform. But a lot of viewers, even frequent ones, don't actively follow their favorite creators on other platforms, making it hard for them to find about where they are up to. But what about huge creators like Pewdiepie, Dreamwastaken, or the rest of the Dream Team, Markiplier, Jacksepticeye, and so on and so forth? You'd assume they have it easier, right? They would certainly lose quite a bit of their following. But their following is so big that it wouldn't be that hard to recover from it. Well, I don't think it's actually that easy. You see, I think their following would be their downfall. Not in a long-term way, of course, they would recover from the hit at some point. But think about it this way, YouTube is still up. These creators are still active, and yet there are so many people hating on them, calling them out, doxing them, and a lot of the time for no reason. Some of them are even using their names to promote scams, and so on. To see what I mean, let's imagine another scenario. Let's say that the following of YouTube and moving to another platform occurs at exactly 12 p.m. in East European time. Let's say that one of these creators lives in another time zone, where instead of 12 p.m., it is 12 a.m. And I am sure somewhere out there there would be a fan or a hater who would be right there when the event happens. On a platform which only allows one single user to have one specific username, their usernames would be taken in a matter of seconds. It could either be done with ill intent or just as a joke, or a misguided way of expressing admiration. Whatever the case, this username would be taken, which would mean that the original creator would have to make another one from themselves, be it similar or completely different. Of course, they can announce this change on social media, but not everyone will see it, and the fake account would probably already have thousands of subscribers. Also, a big part of the creator's content would probably get re-uploaded by fans or haters who have clipped it, saved it on their phone, making it close to impossible for creators to benefit from their old work anymore. And we haven't even started talking about all of the people who would lose their income and their jobs. Of course, we are the creators who are just starting to make it on YouTube. A lot of them can't afford to build their channels again. A lot of them can't afford to recover from the damage. But besides creators, what would happen with the entirety of the YouTube staff? So many people would lose their jobs, having to find another place of work. In the best case scenario, since this is an unlikely, close to impossible event we're imagining, that being immediately switching to another platform, we could assume that the staff could be transferred to the other platform. But realistically, this immediate shift wouldn't happen. Even taking this into consideration, everything I said until now still stands. It would probably be way more damning and demotivating to not only lose your main platform, but have no platform at all, since the switch wouldn't be immediate. Knowing how insane the internet can be, it's safe to assume that a lot more than what I have stated would probably happen. People, especially under the shield of anonymity, can be incredibly crazy, even sometimes straight up cruel for their own entertainment. There is no way of knowing what would happen unless YouTube really disappears forever, which I pray never happens. YouTube, Google, Instagram, TikTok, and so on and so forth have all become so important in our lives that them disappearing would probably provoke worldwide discontent, with consequences nobody can realistically foresee. And this was my take on what I think would happen. Was I wrong? Was I right? Let's hope we never find out. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I would really appreciate you subscribing. Since I'm basically just starting out seriously doing YouTube, most of us know how hard that can be. I would also much appreciate if you could leave a like and comment something. Say your favorite YouTuber, since the YouTube algorithm isn't really kind to smaller to medium channels. And I'm certain that would help a lot boost this video that I work really hard on. Also, if you want to come and vibe, you can just join my Discord server. Invite is in my description. You can also find my social media down there, which I would much recommend you follow me on. You know, just in case YouTube does vanish and I need to move my channel somewhere else. Well, see you all next time!